Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to another recording of Hyperlight Drifter. Let's continue. So we're still trying to get our general feet wet as far as just finding out what is in each area. It seems to me fairly obvious that there is a limit here of going in one direction and then working your way to another direction. See, now I see collectibles over there, but what I don't see is really a way to reach that area. And I'm gonna have to be more careful, obviously, around the explosive barrels. Music is fairly loud. See, like, interesting. So there was a secret passage. Seems like I'm almost stabbing myself to heal myself. Interesting. Where's this? It's like pushing me to something when I walk in an area. Interesting. Yeah, when I think about like Link to the Past though, it just kind of feels like there would be more. It feels like there was more side events and mini games and ideas in general. This whole thing feels like the one sword and the one gun that doesn't quite work would be pathetically small as far as the potential things that would be in a Zelda game nowadays. As far as you would have like a shield, a sword. Well, we don't even have to talk about modern Zelda games. You just think of the original Zelda game. There's a wooden sword and a silver sword and a master sword and a magic sword. I think all in the first game. You have a bow and arrow. You have a candle. You have a decent amount of items, a decent amount of dungeons. I am not sure. I honestly believe there are more than 4 dungeons in this entire game. Yep. I am uncertain as to whether I am looking towards animals or robots. There is this weird combination between animals, robots, corpses. Interesting. Our little flying guy seems to be able to turn on the lights in areas. And there's another computer node enabled, which I assume these are good things that we have to do. That would be my guess. Otherwise, these are secondary objects. Let's see. You've got another weird looking character with a sword. And he is the boss of this area. See what that is. Like sometimes these are just like health kits, and getting 1 health kit while I'm already at 3 health kits, 3 full health, doesn't even seem like it's useful. I could be actually messing myself up horribly here if these health kits, for instance, didn't respawn, but we kind of know they do respawn, so there's not a lot of reason to worry about that. It seems like you can kill and hack and slash things. This definitely feels reminiscent of the original Zelda game with the forest. I don't get the Diablo reference though. Like, sure, in a small part there are elements that get leveled up, so you have RPG elements, but that was also true in like Zelda. So like the Diablo reference would have to, if you were going to compare a game to Diablo, you would expect there would be randomly generated loot. I don't see any proof that that would be what's going on here in this game. Like, there's another upgrade. Those experience upgrades definitely feel like they are kind of randomly being dropped as an XP upgrade once you do a certain number of fights. So that room there was apparently around the fight. Is this supposed to be a giant skull or chest piece? Guess it is. Yeah, no, this is a giant robot skull with the double eyes. Interesting, this is a wall, but it looked like a gap, so I was trying to potentially jump the gap. The top-down perspective of this game does not help the movement of this game. It feels like I should be able to jump across that, but seemingly they don't want you to, so you can't with the stairs. Alright. We do now have 2 upgrades, so theoretically now we could go and upgrade something, but without a... It almost certainly seems like this path to the left is going to open at some point. Like, we would be able to upgrade probably one thing and one thing only. Interesting. I have no idea what I'm interacting with here. What I should be interacting with here. And yeah, we are just kind of wandering around. This definitely feels so far like the right direction, because if this were the wrong direction, I'd be dying a little bit more. What is this? See, it looks like a sign, but go. It's like you've got a little assistant like the fairy in Ocarina of Time with just the thank goodness it's not saying hey listen all the time and yelling at you. Interesting. There's nothing to scan there. Interesting. These crystals are just respawning. But yeah, you get to right about here, and it straight up just tells you that something weird is around this area. And it gives you the impression that you could knock some people. Oh, you can put heal on 4? Didn't realize that. I thought it was only 3. Yep. It gives you an impression that you can knock somebody free and over the edge and get an instant kill. But I have to really question if that's the case. And it gives you the impression that if you have if you have a dash button, that this would be a rushing game where your goal would be to move as fast as possible, but so far I have not found any reason to do that. See, that's where the game could get fairly weird, is if all of a sudden we get into sections where the entirety of an area is like shutting down or being damaged, falling into corruption, and we're just gonna have to go dash 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 dash. Because if we do hit a point where it is just a massive dash fest, well, that's gonna be weird. Here's a bullet, apparently. We're just breaking dummies to potentially refill our health. But see, my health is at the fullness, and I just started coughing seemingly for no reason. So is there a trick? Do we potentially need to break everything in a room? Or do we potentially need to not be in the room for very long? Or is this just a case of the arm somewhere? This could just be a case of the game randomizing when you do the coughing fits. Or that could be an indication of time. There we go. Seems like you can get behind these guys and hit them easier than it would seem. Bullet hitting that didn't seem to do anything. So do we just need to walk around the edges, trying to find a path? Because I can't open that. Am I supposed to be able to find a path here? Was I supposed to die? Or is the game just straight up glitched? I am here. There is a marker directly below where I am. Which, that's just really the cursor. Wow, so it apparently wants you to walk in a central area before it will spawn another area. To the extent that you may, that word and that symbol may very well just be any word that is the equivalent of bring it on or spawn new enemies. This guy is phasing, but his dash attacks leave a lot to be desired. Interesting. I don't seem to be able to break that crystal. I didn't dash at the right time. Or the right direction. I was expecting this to be more difficult as a game. But it really seems simplistic. So I'd have to question, why does it even need an easy mode at that point? And see, the thing here is we can unlock a warp, but if we don't find something to take us to a bigger dungeon that would give us a different item, we're still fairly lost as far as where we're going and what we're doing. You see, this guy seems to be unable to find a light switch. No, it just turns on by itself. Interesting. And so we can see there is a whole nother platform, but you can't squeeze between these what look like computer racks. Alright, well. The guns are fairly fully charged from slashing, it says. Yep. So we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful. But I'm not sure by how much. There we go. We are now at like 3. Interesting. That just activated the trap floor. I have seemingly no health. And so if you fall, you take a damage, and that will reset you. So then that does bring about a question as far as, do we need to come over here? Yes, we do. Yeah, I don't think there is a path here. Yeah. Alright, let's get our full energy and then let's just warp back to the city. Like, grab this. And then just go this way and leave the area. Although maybe we don't need to go back to the city so much as we just need to look around some more. Because what I've done in the past is this has been the point where I would run away and go back, and there very well may just be a different path in a different direction, or we may find that, okay, this gate is straight up locked. Good to know. So you definitely need the 4 core components or servers turned on. I'm half expecting to run into another area to the left here where it is also blocked off. See, standing here on that symbol, that feels like that would have been the symbol that would have said spawn some enemies if you had any enemies to spawn. And those spikes want to hurt you. That seemed fairly obvious. Seems like you could probably get a decent amount of enemies in the crystal. But what was the point of going into that corner to get our health refilled in the long run? Here you go. Throw a... We haven't used that special ability at all so far. Okay. So, if we can't go down, if we can't go left, I think at this point that does mean teleport this way. We need to figure out, can we speed up the hack and slash? Can we speed up the heal? Can we only turn up one thing? And do we need other more upgrades otherwise? Okay. I have 3 of this, which would give me a power slash. Nice. So now we can do this. He won't let me test the sword attack in this area, which is weird. And let's see, if we were gonna upgrade this, seems like we don't have that ability. And it's a stamina charge, so probably won't get to use that as much as we would like. I don't know if we want to go south. I think south may be the next way to go. See, although it does seem like gates and such are going to require you to have all 4 of the interesting. I don't understand why did I just open a pathway here? Oh, I guess it's just maybe switches in general. So I can go this way, and then I can come over here, and we can get another upgrade, or quarter heart upgrade, as it were. Now, there might be a storyline reason why we're not getting any real sound effects of people, and we're only getting sound effects of the hacking and the slashing. But I have to question it, certainly. And this is pretty much where I feel like the game... Is there a diagonal place? Nope. Interesting, it didn't seem like it did double damage when it kind of felt like it would have had every right to. Right, so this is a different area than where we started. And so, up, left, right. Up, left, right. Up, left, right. So this area seems completely blocked off. Well, we might really be trapped then in a very specifically small area of places that we can go. Then so let's see, is there possibly a way to open this gate? See, I'm not where the map says I am. So there's a whole gate section over there. We already went through all of this. We could sure look twice and see if maybe we can re-grab some health kits, but the health kits may not respawn. We may have just completely painted ourselves into a corner. And there might be a case where there's like no recourse. Yeah, these guys are like one-hit kill enemies, so it would make sense that this would be the easy path. Wow. Bleeding to death, unable to heal yourself, unable to find health kits. But is there a way to game over this and potentially... There we go. That's one. Is there a way to reset this? Or do you straight up just have to exit the game and admit defeat and start over from the beginning? Because when you die, you just kind of respawn to a checkpoint. Right, now. Did I go to the left into this area? Or did I go up? I feel like the deer had me run this way. But then it seems to me like there's kind of nothing else over there. Unless you're supposed to stand on this and hold Y. Or stand on like these symbols and hold Y. See, I was thinking maybe shooting those would spin them or something, but doesn't seem like that's the case. And if you go that way, you just fall. And I think those are walls. And not some kind of crazy path. Right. There is something different here. Some kind of server rune. We saw a shadow. That's nice and all. What did that do, though? And so it was just the fact that that statue was pointing in that direction. That was your only hint towards that. It doesn't seem like there's much else. And see, we had already talked to this guy, and he talked about a boss. And when we walked a little bit further, we got the coughing fit, and I thought that was a hint that we couldn't go any further, and I ran. I don't think we've got the coughing fit now. Clearly we need a massive amount of something. So my sword doesn't seem to charge us, and then wearing a very deep knocking there. Actually, let's just make sure that our dash doesn't also somehow... Nope. No, heal. I didn't actually mean to heal there. I accidentally pressed it trying to bring up a... We got all these different lights. I don't think that there's a way to get to where we want to get there. And let's say we did something really crazy. Interesting. Ah, there was a trick there. Let's say we landed on that platform. Would that really help anything? I don't think it would. Nothing else other than these collectibles. I'm glad we don't take fall damage. Yeah, if you were on that platform, it doesn't strike me as that would be very useful. Alright, so these guys are gonna attack me. And they are kind of deadly as far as I'm just like destroying all these different creatures' homelands and their totems. I mean, this totally looks like their home that I've just invaded. And there we've got another one of these big robots. It could be that the robots represent the size of a human in this universe. Could be everything is microscopic. What we're seeing as trees could be microfauna. I don't know if that really changes too much as far as the story, though. Whether humans exist or not, or ever existed or not. See, and you just see the animal run off, and in that instance, it didn't seem like that mattered. Then we interestingly seem to be able to shoot. You can't get to them. Nope. Just, you can see them, but you can't get to them. Interesting. Is this a platform? No, it isn't. And then you just have increasingly more difficult areas that you can walk around and hyper jump to, but honestly, I think the game is also helping me with that, so I think you'll really only fall into your death in a few scenarios in which you're actively messing up on purpose or going in a direction that would let you fall. See, so you've got this like sunlight strewn thing that clearly we can't access yet. Let's talk to this guy. He was a shaman. There was a big fire. He ran with his baby birds. Fire burnt the whole city down. So, this guy's a survivor from the looks of it. So we have that whole sit down mechanic too. So we've just found a survivor of the bad guy, and that's it. Seems like there wasn't anything else that was important there, other than I think we. Well, alright, well, you've got the Anubis finally. So, we're not too far from the boss. And if we're getting all gameplay mechanics from upgrades, then we probably aren't getting too many gameplay mechanics from other items. See, this guy may be an older version of you, or an analogy to an older version of you. So we talked to him, and he's telling us to find those things, I think. Otherwise, what? Can we not go any further? Yeah, that's the question, is there... I swear I see health thing over there. So I hear heartbeats, sound effects. There we go. Can't go to the left. Can't go to the right. Can seemingly go up still. Like, there's a temple here. What's gonna stop me from going through this temple? I also need to take like a hit of damage and see if sitting for a while would actually well, let's see if sitting would refill our health in any way. Not in any reasonable amount of time. Alright, well, this guy, these guys are wrecking me. And if these are just the minions, that they're kind of glass cannon like, but no secret thing behind the waterfall. Nope. It's not as far as I can tell. Yeah, I don't think I can go much further. But do I really need to go much further? It doesn't seem like I really do. Music is just getting obnoxiously loud. We need to adjust that because let's just bring that down a couple. It just gets really obnoxiously loud at sometimes. Honestly, I don't feel like that barely even did anything. See, it's trying to bring up the music when we run into a challenge is what I'm feeling like is going on, and trying to make it more intense, but it's a lot. All right, well. Okay. So there's multiples of him that we're gonna have to take out. We can do that, but then we would have to be able to heal a lot faster because the game is gonna get fairly intense at this point. Let's see. You kill that. You kill that. Maybe you at this point dash and decide to just focus on that character. And this could be one of those games that totally highlights the number of deaths you take later on. So the question is really, can I pull this off? Alright. So I took on a big area and stabbed the area, which is cool and all. But that seemingly was just the sub-boss, not the actual final boss. So unless the final boss was super easy, or there is no final boss. Yeah, I guess any of these could be the case. So we've got another computer core enabled. Let's see, going down this route. Seems like it's probably a shortcut back where we came from. And you save when you walk through any area, so you kind of have really not a lot of struggle to go forward. Like, all you have to do is be able to beat what seems like it's going to be a really occasional fight, and that's it. You find an occasional difficult room, an occasional difficult fight. Once we start getting more life, it seems like that in itself is probably going to be way easier to pull off. Also, these teleport you. Alright, so we just gotta get the guys to not totally wreck you. Let's see, we would need at least three to refill. And this feels like some kind of church, whether it's evil wizard birds or not. So I think you got plenty of time here. Just do this and then do that. And kind of inherently, almost any challenge anywhere would have to be balanced in such a way, because it feels like there's no keys or gates. And that is very true with the original Zelda game. Again, I don't see the Diablo reference though. Like, unless these dungeons are randomly generated, which they don't feel generic enough to be randomly generated. 1, 2, 1, then go. It's like a squished person. Okay, so you want to grab this and then this before it hits you. Then over here, oh man, I needed to heal up. Let me ask a test here. That special ability, I don't have it yet. Like, so the right bump is not doing anything. let's just get out of here, I suppose. Because, yeah, once again, if you get this far, then you're kind of safe. You've got that save point, and you can warp out of these areas at any point, so you're still kind of safe. Oh, this is a very big guy. So it's kind of safe. However, I suppose if you're in an area where you really aren't going to be able to be given a chance to gain any more health, you're going to then be left with your own ability, as it were, to survive on 3 or 4 health. Yeah, and charging up and trying to attack that is not the initial move. Wait until he slices and then take the move. So, like, do something like this, and then do something like that. Well, I would really like... This is going to be harder to do. I would really like some health right about now. I think the game wants me to get some health right now. And see, this is a kind of great example where you probably don't want to like, what if I was just to teleport out of that room after activating it? Would that be good enough? I mean, it might be good enough. But see, once you hit that door, and let's see, if we go over here and take out these guys early, maybe we could squish some characters later. It is weird for this to potentially be the only real challenge here, though. Alright. And it's kind of funny to see the world reset, because it does kind of imply that you're just respawning and you're not going back in time. Right. So I did it once, but I don't think I can do it twice. And the game's not gonna throw you any bones. As far as giving you more health or changing their fight patterns. Alright, well, come over here. See that I am here. There is a core over here. I apparently missed a core. When you teleport, it gives you full health, but nothing more. Alright. So did we use this last time? To get over here? Yes, we did. So maybe just slightly over here. There is something else we can activate. If we could get one little upgrade, that would be something at least. So you can see the big skeleton statue. Big robotic statue. On top of Big O, I suppose they also kind of look like, I think, at least one of the Neon Genesis Evangelion characters. Well, I imagine in this dungeon there's more work than just walking up to the next area. Yeah. So this is as good a place as any to end this recording. 2 hours in, feels like maybe this is an 8-hour game. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.